Welcome to YLC, the Young Leaders Committee that promotes and grows youth leadership that ensures the future leaders lead from today by educating and inspiring them to soar higher and higher.
Welcome to YLC, the Young Leaders Committee, the platform that educates, enlightens, inspires, and walks young people into leadership from their youth. Young people, your leadership era has started. Waiting for tomorrow might be an exercise in futility, so don't. We want to welcome you specially to this fifth and last session of episode 1/16. Remember, episode 1/16 has the theme Position and Passion in Leadership. This series has been challenging us to reflect on the dichotomy between leadership position and leadership itself. It will also reveal the place of passion and pay in leadership. The focus in this session is position, passion, and pay. Position, that's leadership position. Passion or enthusiasm, commitment. Pay or salary, what you earn, what you get from it. These three elements have significant effects in leadership. Positions of leadership matter much in organizations. Similarly, the passion or enthusiasm of those who occupy positions is important, especially to organizations. While position and pay matter more to employees and workers, passion and productivity matter much more to organizations and their owners. This has created quite some unpleasant scenarios in organizations. That is why it is good for us to look at it. Let's look at position and passion. To an organization, passion is the deep-seated and enduring enthusiasm for something or a sense of purpose that drives their operations, their vision, or their mission. Marco, that's a writer, says, passion is an extraordinarily powerful emotion. When managed well, fervent passion can be an unparalleled strength in a business setting. It can fuel organizational change and attract opportunities that contribute to progress and innovation. Conversely, he says, this level of enthusiasm and energy can also be counterproductive if left to run wild in every direction. End of quote. Passion has to do with the following, and the following affect the health and well-being of organizations. Let's look at them very briefly. Passion affects willingness to suffer or endure in the workplace, especially in adverse situations. Passion produces energy to innovate and drives creativity and innovation as it motivates critical and continuous thinking. Passion creates a magnetic atmosphere which consequently ignites passion in other people in the system. Passion increases focus and attention by creating doggedness that averts distraction. Passion helps you to excel in your work through unrelenting drive to achieve set goals, both personal and organizational. Passion enhances your contribution at work largely through doggedness and continuous critical thinking. Lastly, passion reduces work stress. Generally, organizations expect passion to match or even exceed position of leadership. Passion drives commitment and is sometimes expected with no extra pay in mind because of the position involved. Often, extra work attracts extra pay, but that works much more at the lower level of leadership. For higher positions of leadership, it's often taken as normal or expected. However, perks sometimes follow. Positions in an organization depend on extant hierarchy. Very often, many organizations have fixed remunerations attached to positions in their structure. The higher the position in the hierarchy, generally speaking, the higher the job expectation and the passion or commitment expected by the organization. Higher positions very often entail less physical exertion, but more mental services, in which case the middle or lower level workers do more of the physical job where such is required. How then could a leader who desires a higher position ascend the heights in an organization? We want to respond to that by saying, study the demands in the organization. Work up your passion and commitment to meet those demands, and improve your skills and competencies, and you will go up. One thing you should not do is to focus excessively on pay. That can give a wrong impression to those who are above you. Usually, pay refers to the salary a worker receives, but in our context, we will expand the meaning a little bit. We are aware that there are two broad categories of viewers who are watching this program. Some are leaders who receive no salaries, no remuneration, and others are leaders who receive pay. But both categories of leaders require or make expenses. Yes, even leaders who don't get paid for their jobs might have overhead or capital expenditure in the organizations. Work, therefore, to improve the financial fortunes of your organization, whether profit-making or non-profit organization. Do what will attract more funds or more projects for your organization. And that requires passion, ensuring that your passion meets your position. Passion affects income generation, which in turn determines how long an organization lasts in the public sphere. All hands must therefore be on deck to ensure that the organization where they work has enough funds for both operational costs and salaries. Be enthusiastic about it and work hard with great passion to make it happen. What this means is that every leader should intentionally work towards increase in the income for the organization. Allow your passion to drive you to work purposefully and earnestly to increase your output, which will consequently grow your organizational output. Make this a passion as a leader. I want to end this session by looking at these three key things. Position, passion, and pay are three elements that should be at par most of the time in an organization. Proprietors and workers are enjoined to collaborate to keep them at par, to keep them in the best equilibrium. Henry Longfellow got it right when he said, "The heights by great men reached and kept, were not attained by sudden flight, but they, while their companions slept, were toiling upward in the night." This quote implies that it's one thing to reach a height and quite another thing to keep that height you have reached. It's generally easier to ascend to a position and usually more difficult to retain the position. This is largely because many leaders fall into the temptation of resting after struggling to attain a higher position. But wise leaders shouldn't do that. Strategize to do more to retain your position. Strategize to become an icon that will be indispensable if possible, whether or not there is a pay rise. The effect will secure your position. Leaders who stir up passion to work in their positions usually do not prioritize pay. They focus more on their productivity with visible and consuming passion in ways that attract higher pays and perks. Passionately prioritize your productivity for both your organizational and personal good. Thank you for viewing. Young Leaders Committee is a mentoring group for the growth and stability of young leaders and prospective leaders. It promises potentials and opportunities for encountering all classes of young people and turning them around for excellence. Registration has commenced. The earlier you get registered, the brighter your chances. You can use the link on the screen or visit our website www.gedamconsult.com to register. It's free. Thanks. See you at the next episode.